You're watching Explore Tulsa.
The effects of tick-borne illness can be devastating. It can make you miserable. And the thing is it can mimic so many other medical conditions. So many times it can go undiagnosed for many years. You know, sometimes they may be misdiagnosed as having chronic fatigue syndrome, depression, arthritis. Many times it can take a while before they're correctly diagnosed, and they can suffer long-term consequences because of that. Well, ticks are a big problem worldwide, and not all of them, but some of them can carry disease. And certainly here in Oklahoma, we have plenty of different species of ticks. Each species tends to carry different types of diseases. And so in Oklahoma, we can see Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, ehrlichiosis, tularemia. There are a lot of different conditions. And in fact, in the United States, there's over 20 different disease-causing organisms spread by ticks. And it's important for people to know that usually a tick has to be attached for 48 to 72 hours before they transmit disease. So it's really important to remove the tick just as quickly as possible. So when you come indoors, make sure and do a really good tick check where you just look all over the place just to make sure you don't have any ticks that you brought in. So I always like to learn, and I think being a doctor, I think we all love to continually learn new information. So I really started researching things, and I was actually frustrated that it took so long for a test to come back. And so that's when I really started researching tick-borne illness and the different tests that we could do. And I actually partnered with the University of Massachusetts. It's a not-for-profit lab called the Laboratory of Medical Zoology. And we partnered together to really make tick testing more commercially available. So what we can do is we can actually, instead of waiting to see if you're going to get sick from a tick bite, we can actually take that tick, save it, send it to our lab, and once we receive it within 3 business days, we'll send you an email with the picture of the tick, what species it is, and then also what diseases that tick carries. So it can give you peace of mind knowing, did that tick carry Lyme disease? Did it carry Rocky Mountain spotted fever? But just because it may carry those diseases doesn't mean that it's going to infect you with those diseases. But I think it's an important data point, at least for me as a physician, knowing the overall risk of exposure to possible disease. My wife and I partnered to form Testmytickcom, and we're really proud of the fact that one of the things we really want to do is an educational focus. And so people can go to Testmytick.com. Even if you don't want to order a tick test, you can still go there and learn a lot of information about ticks, what you can do to prevent tick bites, what you can do to make your yard safer, and a lot more about tick-borne illness in general. So we have tick removal kits, and in the tick removal kits we actually have bags that you can put the ticks in. You can safely remove the tick, properly remove the tick. We have a great instrument, and then save that tick, and then by simply going to our website, Testmytick.com, you can order that tick testing, and we capture data points about where you were when you were bitten, how long you think the tick was attached, and those kits are commercially available. I think it's important to all of us, whether it's our furry friends or our family members. We need to learn more about tick-borne illness, and even in the last 10 years, I think there's been 5 newly described cases of tick-borne illness. And so we're still continuing to learn more, and there's a lot more to learn though. I love what I do. I love being a dermatologist. I'm passionate about a lot of things, not just tick-borne illness, treating skin cancer, treating people with severe psoriasis. There's a number of different passions that I have, but I see and treat all conditions of skin, hair, and nails as a dermatologist. I think I've been led to this position, and I think that about everything that I do, and somehow, some way, it feels right. And like I said, it's just another way to help people. And there's a lot of people suffering from it. A lot of people who suffer for many years and they're not diagnosed properly. And so to be able to come in and make the right diagnosis and to eliminate suffering, it gives me a lot of satisfaction.